My name is Victor Rosario. I'm a pastor of a small church in Dorchester. I was incarcerated 32 years for a crime that I did not commit.
It had been a chilly March night in 1982, but in Lowell's Hispanic Quarter, an inferno raged, consuming a 3-story tenement and leaving 8 people dead, 5 of them children. Given the speed of the fire, police immediately suspected foul play, and 2 days later arrested 24-year-old Victor Rosario.
The prosecutor in Victor's case told the jury that there was no question this was arson and that the investigators could be absolutely certain where the fire started. We now know that both of those things are not true. Sadly, Victor's case is not unique, and the problems of faulty forensics that led to Victor's wrongful conviction is a problem in almost half of wrongful convictions cases.
A new report by a White House advisory council is urging federal prosecutors and judges to tread cautiously when dealing with forensic evidence when the underlying science has not been proven by testing and research.
Microscopic hair analysis found faulty by the FBI, the same kind of forensics also done by the State Police Crime Lab.
But investigators say test results used as evidence in 34,000 drug cases is now suspect.
The FBI may have helped put hundreds of potentially innocent people behind bars, or even worse, help put potentially innocent people to death. It's mind-boggling. How could this happen?
Science is not static. It's not a constitution that was written 200 years ago that we abide by today. Science changes. Evidence can be processed and analyzed very differently depending on where that evidence comes from in the state. Evidence can be evaluated differently dependent on both the police that recover it, the district attorney that reviews it, the lab that it gets sent to, and what gets done when it goes to that lab. One of the problems that we get into with forensic science is that there are sides when we get to the legal system. The state lab works on behalf of the district attorneys. The experts work on behalf of the defense attorneys. Ideally, if it's science, it shouldn't matter what side you're working on, but we know that that's not the case.
I know without a doubt that God has something special for your life today. There's so many things that has to be done. So many things. And God wants to use you. God wants to use you in every capacity. 32 years that I was incarcerated as an innocent man in prison, I learned how to look beyond the wall that was stopping me. I learned through the running that I can go anywhere I want to go. I learned to look over the wall and to see a future in my life that today I'm living in.
Victor's case is an opportunity for our state to wake up and do something that will remedy wrongful convictions and, looking forward, prevent them in the future.
Prosecutors who rely overwhelmingly on scientific evidence that is brought to them by criminologists or forensic scientists need to be vigilant about making sure that the information that they are presenting is based on valid science. If we are in a position to know about the problems in the criminal justice system and prevent those problems in the criminal justice system by initiating an independent oversight board of forensic science laboratories, something that exists in other states, isn't that big of an ask. Shame on us for not doing it. And we have the resources, we have the intellectual capital in this Commonwealth to do that.
And a commission would be very useful to look at new science, or to look at new scientific evidence, or what we know about science and how does it apply, how do we apply that going forward? And how did that get applied before, in the past?
We need to do better to make sure that the forensic evidence that's presented to juries is accurate. And if we don't do that, there are going to be more Victor Rosarios serving time in prison for crimes they didn't commit.
I don't think that injustice is pretty. I think that it can destroy any human being. I think the society today have the responsibility to go in the direction that the science is going. So many cases that they need to get the science right.